Hello guys, welcome to my channel IELTS with Priyanka. In this video, I am going to explain you reading test 1 of General Cambridge Book 11. While performing your reading test, you are to read the headings properly and you are to pay attention on the instructions you are given. So, in this paragraph, first 5 questions are true, false and not given. Firstly, I will explain you how to mark your answers. You will mark your answer as true if the statement is totally matches with the information given in the paragraph. That is, the statement agrees with the information, then you will mark your answer as true. The answer will be false if the statement disagrees with the information given in the paragraph. That is, the statement contradicts the information, that the answer will be false. Then, in the case of not given, if the statement is not present in the paragraph, that is, the information is not in the paragraph, then you will mark your answer as not given. Here is one more condition, that if half of the statement is given but half of the statement is not given, then also you will mark your answer as not given. Now, the first question is, children must go to the school where they are registered. Here you will mark your keywords. Keywords like children, must, you will give. Here you will pay attention to the word must, that is in the paragraph. The condition of the must be satisfied here. Children must go to the school where they are registered. You can also divide your question into two parts according to your convenience, like children must go to the school where they are registered. That in this way you will understand the question properly and it will be convenient to you also. Now we will look for the information in the paragraph, that is, they are saying in the paragraph that receiving a good full-time education will give your child the best possible start in life. Attending school regularly and punctually is essential if children are to make the most of the opportunities available to them. The law says that the parents must ensure that their child regularly attends the school where he or she is registered. So this line gives us our answer, that the child regularly attends the school where he or she is registered. Now, the condition of must is also satisfied in the paragraph, that the parents must ensure that. So, according to this line, our question is true. Now, move on to the next question. All arrivals after the register has closed are recorded as unauthorized absences. So the question says that all arrivals, we will look for the word like all. In the paragraph, these words are generally the TRICS, because in the paragraphs they use the words opposite to these words like all. In the paragraph they can use that certain. In the paragraph they can also use the word some of the arrivals after the register has closed. So we will look for these words all arrivals. So if we divide the question into two parts, that all arrivals after the school has closed are recorded as unauthorized absences. So move on to the paragraph. What they say: make sure your child arrives at school on time. This encourages habit of good timekeeping and lessens any possible classroom disruption. If your child arrives after the register has closed without a good reason, this will be recorded as an unauthorized absence for that session. So according to the paragraph, there is some possibility that without a good reason, if a child has good valid reason, he can be marked as the present and he will not be recorded as an unauthorized absences. So according to this line, our question becomes false. So if a child has a clear justification for his being late, so then he will marked as present and he will not be recorded as an unauthorized absence. Now move on to the next question. If your child is absent from school, you must send the letter to explain why. Now mark your keywords. If your child is absent from school, must send the school to explain why. Now mark your keywords. If your child is absent from school, must send the school a letter, explain why. As it is already divided, if your child is absent from school, you must send a letter to explain why. Let's check in the paragraph what they say. If your child has to miss the school, it is vital that you let the school know why. This condition is given in the paragraph in the question. Preferably on the first morning of absence, your child's school will have an attendance policy explaining how this should be done. But in the paragraph they didn't talk about any letter that the parents must send a letter to the school to explain why their child is absent. So in this case our answer will become not given. Now the fourth question is, staff who think a child is having difficulties at school will contact the parents. Now divide your question into two parts. Staff who think a child is having difficulties at school will contact parents. Now in the question they say that if a staff finds a child is having some difficulties at school, they will try to contact their parents to sort out the problems. Now look in the paragraph what they say. If you know or think that your child is having difficulties attending the school, you should contact the school. Now this statement is regarding the parents' concern, not about the staff's concern. If you know or think that your child is having difficulties attending school, you should contact the school. That is, the parents will contact the school. But in the statement they are saying that the staff, if a staff finds child is having difficulty, they will contact the parents. So this statement is this statement is about the staff, but this in the paragraph there is a concern regarding the parents. Reading further, it is better to do this sooner rather than later, as most problems can be dealt with very quickly. So in the paragraph we are not given with the concern of the staff. So according to this, our answer to this question becomes not given. Now the fifth question is, school will contact other authorities about children who take frequent unauthorized absences. That is, school will try to contact other authorities like their guardians or their friends about children, वो वाले children who take frequent unauthorized absences, those who take most of the holidays, like who take most of the holidays and they become unauthorized absences. The school will try to contact their guardians or their friends. Now we come to the paragraph what they say. Authorized and unauthorized absences. If your child is absent and the school either does not receive an explanation from you or considers the explanation unsatisfactory, it will record your child's absence as unauthorized, that is, as truancy. Now what they are saying in the paragraph, they will try to contact other authorities, but there is no any talk of that the school will try to contact another authorities. Now reading further. Most absences for acceptable reasons will be authorized. Now these are the reasons will be authorized by your child. That is the authorized absence which they are saying the reasons which are the authorized absences which will be marked as authorized absences. These reasons are sickness, unavoidable medical or dental appointments, an interview with a prospective employer or college, exceptional family circumstances such as bereavement, days of religious observance. Your child's school will not authorize absences, that is unauthorized absences, for the following. So these are the reasons, but there in the paragraph they are not talking about the school will try to contact other authorities. So according to this, the answer to this question becomes not given. Now the next 6 to 14 question of the same section 1 are the matching types. These are the 9 questions and we are given some paragraphs, that is from A to G. The questions are 9 and the paragraphs are 7. And now the text on the page 21 has 7 sections. that is A to G. For which apartment are the following statements true? That is, these statements are belongs to which of the apartments, that is which of the paragraphs. Write the correct letter A to G in the boxes 6 to 14 on your answer sheet. That is on your answer sheet. That is, you are to directly to transfer your answers to answer sheets. Then you will not have enough time to transfer your answers to the answer sheet. So directly transfer your directly write the answers to your answer sheets, not next to your questions. Now question number 6 is, it overlooks a golf course. It will look like a golf course. Question number 7 is, it has its own parking space. It is in the center of the town. 9th, the sea can be seen from it. 10th, there is a swimming pool for residents of the apartment complex. 11th, it is in a new apartment complex. It is part of an apartment complex with its own supermarket. 13, it has a private outdoor area where you can sit. 14th, the owner will organize parking on request. Now, by reading the paragraph A, that is, sleeps 2 to 3, one bedroom apartment with uninterrupted sea views. Uninterrupted sea views. We have a question like that. That is, which one question is? That is 9th. The sea can be seen from it. It means apartment with uninterrupted sea views. That is, the answer of the 9th question is A. Now by reading further, this is a small first floor apartment in a well-established apartment complex containing a range of leisure facilities and a supermarket for residents. We also have a question like that. It overlooks a golf course. It has its own parking space. It is in the center of the town. There is a swimming pool for residents of the apartment complex. No, it is in a new apartment complex. It is a part of an apartment complex with its own supermarket. They are also talking about that. This is a small first floor apartment in a well-established apartment complex containing a range of leisure facilities and a supermarket for the residents. So answer to the 12th question is also A. Now by reading further, on the edge of the town but close to the cafe and restaurants, on-street parking is generally available. We have a question on the parking, but this is regarding the owners will organize parking on request. No, so these lines doesn't have any mean. Now start reading the paragraph B. Sleeps 2 to 4, spacious one bedroom apartment in a complex that has only just opened. That means it is a new apartment. It is a new apartment. We have a question like that. It is own parking space. It is the center of the town. There is a swimming pool. It is in a new apartment complex. And in the paragraph it is also like that. Spacious one bedroom apartment in a complex that has only just opened. It means answer to the 11th question is B. Now by reading further, private parking in front of the building. We have also question like that. It has its own it overlooks a golf course. It has its own parking space, that is private parking in front of the building. And the question is, it has its own parking space, so its answer is B. Now move on to the paragraph. It is located in a quiet, unspoiled village with the local market, banks, cafes and restaurants. There are some fabulous championship golf courses within easy walking distance. No, we have don't question on these lines. Now move to the paragraph C, that is sleeps 2 plus, one bedroom cottage, child beds can be provided, large terrace with uninterrupted view of the river and mountains. Large terrace means open area. So there is a question on this line. It has a private outdoor area where you can sit. So the 13th question's answer is C. Now by reading the further lines, a truly peaceful location in a picturesque village but less than 10 minutes drive from the coast and all the amenities of a town. Owners live nearby and are happy to help in any way they can. Now there is no any question regarding these lines. Now move on to the paragraph D. Sleeps 2 to 5, two-bedroom apartment in a complex with its own pool. There is a question on this line, I think. And beautiful view of the national park. There is a swimming pool for residents of the apartment complex. So according to this line, two-bedroom apartment in a complex with its own pool. Answer to the 10th question is there is a swimming pool for residents of the apartment complex is D. Reading the further lines, a peaceful location just 3 kilometers from the town center where there are plenty of shops and excellent sports facilities, superb local golf course within easy reach. We have a question on golf course, but it is like the question is it overlooks a golf course. So move on to the paragraph E. Sleeps 2 to 4, modern one-bedroom first-floor apartment in a house. Honors residents on ground floor. This great location offers easy access to all this fantastic town has to offer. A few minutes drive from its supermarket, bank, cafe, restaurants. The ferry to the island beach leaves from 100 meters away. 10-meter walk from the new shopping center, which has many shops and food hall. There is no any question regarding this paragraph. So move on to the paragraph F, that is sleeps 2, one-bedroom first-floor apartment, beautifully furnished, offering a high standard of comfort, situated in a peaceful location on the edge of an inland village with attractive view of the golf course. Views of golf course, that is it overlooks a golf course. So the answer to the first question is F. Now back to the paragraph. Many restaurants, bars, shops, etc. are within easy walking distance. Garage available by arrangements with the owners. That is, the owners will organize parking on request. So the answer to the 14th question is also F. Now we are left with only paragraph G, that is sleeps 2 to 4, two-bedroom apartment in a central location. In busy street with shops. We have question on this line that it is in the center of a town. That is two-bedroom apartment in the central location in busy street with shops. So the answer to the 8th question is G. So we have completed this paragraphs and the section 1. I will try to cover the section 2 in my next videos. Thank you.